Imagine standing in the heart of Paris today. It's hard to picture the skyline without that iconic iron silhouette, right? But if you had walked these streets in 1889, you'd have heard a very different story. Back then, the city's elite, the artists, the writers, people like Guy de Maupassant and Alexandre Dumas, absolutely loathed it. They didn't see a masterpiece, they saw a giant, ungainly factory chimney scarring their beautiful city. There's this wonderful bit of irony about Maupassant. He used to eat lunch at the Tower's restaurant every single day. When someone finally asked him why he'd spend so much time in a place he hated, he gave the most Parisian answer possible. He said, "It's the only place in the city where I don't have to look at the damn thing." Now, we all call it the Eiffel Tower, so we naturally assume Gustav Eiffel sat down and sketched every line himself. But history is rarely that simple. The original vision actually came from two senior engineers in his firm, Maurice Koechlin and Emile Noguier. Initially, Eiffel wasn't even impressed with the design. He brushed it off. It wasn't until later that he saw the potential, bought the patent rights from them, and put his weight behind refining it. He was a businessman as much as an engineer, and he knew how to make a statement. He even built himself a secret, cozy apartment at the very top, complete with soft furniture and a piano. He'd host the great minds of the era there, like Thomas Edison. If you visit today, you can still see wax figures of them sitting there, frozen in a conversation that changed the world. But the tower hasn't always been treated with such reverence. In 1925, a con artist named Victor Lustig pulled off one of the wildest scams in history. He forged government documents and convinced a group of scrap metal dealers that the city couldn't afford to maintain the tower anymore and was looking to sell it for parts. He actually managed to get a bribe and flee the country. And the craziest part, a few months later, he had the audacity to come back and try to sell it to someone else. He nearly succeeded twice. It's a miracle the tower stayed standing through the schemes, and even more of a miracle, it survived the wars. When the Nazis occupied Paris during World War II, the locals found a subtle, exhausting way to resist. They cut the elevator cables. They wanted to make sure that if Hitler wanted to see the view from the top, he'd have to climb all 1,665 steps on foot. He never did. People used to say that Hitler conquered France, but he never conquered the Eiffel Tower. In fact, toward the end of the war, as the Germans were retreating, Hitler gave a direct order to level the city. He wanted it burned to the ground. He famously asked his general, "Is Paris burning?" But that general, Dietrich von Schultitz, couldn't bring himself to destroy something so beautiful. He disobeyed the Führer, surrendered the city, and saved the tower from becoming a pile of charred rubble. It's funny to think that the tower was only ever meant to stay up for 20 years. It was built for the World's Fair, and the plan was to tear it down. What saved it wasn't just its beauty, but its utility. Those massive radio antennas at the top became vital for communication during the World Wars. And despite the danger of building something that high in the 1880s, Eiffel's obsession with safety was legendary. Only one person died during construction, and even then, it wasn't a work accident. It was a man who came in on his day off, trying to impress his girlfriend by climbing the structure, and tragically lost his footing. Even today, the tower holds on to its secrets and its quirks. You probably have a photo of it on your phone, but did you know that taking a picture of the tower at night and sharing it is technically illegal? The light show is considered a protected work of art. Now, the police aren't going to come for your vacation photos, but it's a reminder that this ugly chimney has become so precious that even its glow is guarded by law. It's no longer just a pile of iron. It's a survivor that outlasted its critics, outsmarted a con man, and stood tall against a dictator.